Hello everyone. I welcome you to the webinar on top 10 important Easter eggs in Zoho Cliq and how you can use them for better productivity. I'll start with an introduction about Easter eggs and what we're going to talk about in Cliq, and then we'll jump straight into the Easter eggs, which are divided into three parts: productivity Easter egg, collaboration Easter eggs, and mobile app Easter eggs. So these are based on what they help you with, and after that we'll have the Q&A session. So without any further ado, let's start. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the term Easter eggs, there are hidden features or messages that are intentionally included in software programs, video games, or websites. They're usually discovered by users who stumble upon them accidentally or through deliberate searching. The concept of Easter eggs in technology dates back to the 1970s when programmers started including hidden messages and features in software programs. However, the term Easter egg wasn't coined until the 1980s when Atari included a hidden message in one of their video games. Since then, Easter eggs have become a popular way for developers to add a bit of fun and intrigue to their products. In this webinar, we've compiled a list of 10 Easter eggs which we think you'll find very useful. We've compiled them into three parts based on what they'll help you with: productivity, collaboration, and mobile app. Most of these are hidden in plain sight, so I'm pretty sure some of these things you'll know. So without further ado, let's dive right in. So the first is productivity Easter eggs. So I'm pretty sure most of you know what a reminder is and how to set them. You click on the reminders button on the top right of your screen and set a reminder there for yourself or others. This can break the conversational flow if you're chatting with someone, and this can distract you. Why would you want to stay away from a conversation when you can set a reminder directly from the chat? Just type /remind and mention someone if you're assigning the reminder to them, and mention what the reminder is about and the time when it should go off. And voila, Cliq intelligently figures out the parts and sets the reminder for you. For example, so in this example, you can see that Scott and Ryan are talking to each other, and Scott is asking Ryan to send a report by the end of by tomorrow. So Ryan is replying that he'll send it over by the end of the day. And without having to exit from the conversation, Scott is directly using the chat to set the reminder. And you can see that he's mentioned Ryan, and he's mentioned what the reminder is about and the time at which the reminder should go off. So Cliq has figured out what the reminder is about. So the reminder is about to send over the final figures at 6 p.m. and it's assigned to Ryan. So it's as easy as that. So let's jump to the next one. So do your texts look monotonous in Cliq? Do you want to customize your messages like in a document, put more emphasis on certain parts of the text, like making them bold or underline them? Markdowns are simple formatting syntaxes that allow you to format text in Zoho Cliq. You can use markdowns to create headings, bold text, italicize them, and much more. This feature can help you create organized and easy to read messages. So if you want to know about all the markdowns are mentioned here, but if you want to know about if you want to see all the markdowns that are available in Zoho Cliq in your Cliq, so at the end of the chat at the bottom right, you can see the button which says M with the down arrow button. So if you click on the button, it'll display a pop-up image with all the markdowns that are available for you. You can use them if you want. The next one is thread title prediction using Markdown. So when creating a thread, Cliq automatically assigns a thread title based on the text from which the thread is created. So sometimes these are random, sometimes these are not quite what you'd expect. So are you tired of random predicted thread titles for your threads? It'll be cumbersome to keep going and manually changing the thread titles to something more relevant. Then this Easter egg is for you. So did you know that you can force Cliq to prioritize specific text from the thread title based on the markdown you use in the first message? So using markdowns like bold, link, italics, heading, underline, and quote will make Cliq prioritize that particular text for the thread title. This feature can save time and help you stay organized. There are also a few negative markdowns which force Cliq to ignore the certain text for the thread title. I'm not going to list what they are, so I want you to try finding them out on your own. So the next one is a message builder and form builder. So this one's particularly useful if you're a developer. If you're a developer, you know how manually writing code is a big hassle. It's especially worse if you built a complex bot and then you realize you have to type more code for the bot to post complex message cards, or invoke forms on command. This is where the message builder and form builder come in. So using these, you can create a message card without typing a single line of code by simply adding the required elements from an existing template, which you can allow message cards from an existing template. So the message builder, it also allows you to preview the message card that you're building in real time as you're building that, and it will also generate the code for you, which you can copy and use in the code. So the form builder works the same way, where you can build a form by dragging and dropping your required fields and generating the code for it. So if you want to access the message builder or the form builder, on the top right screen, you'll have these two buttons where you can access them. You can also access them using the URLs cliq.zoho.com/message builder or cliq.zoho.com/form builder. So this is the message builder view, where you can see that all you have to do is choose a theme and configure the message card. And on the right, you can preview the message card that you're building. And if you click on Get Message JSON, it'll generate the code for that message card. So for the form builder, this is where all the basic fields will be on the left side, where you can drag and drop them, in the middle. And if you click on Preview, it'll preview the form that you're building, and you can get the code from using the View Code button. So that's all for the productivity Easter eggs. So next up is collaboration Easter eggs. So do you find it difficult to collaborate with people while viewing a document or an image? Did you know that while previewing a document or an image in Cliq, you can see the chat in which that was shared side by side along with the document or the image? People with a dual monitor setup know exactly how useful this feature is. This reduces context switching, so you can collaborate with your teammates while at the same time viewing your file. So if you look at the example, you can see that we're looking at a minutes of meeting document that Ryan is previewing, and you can see that he's collaborating on the side as he's previewing the document, as Ryan is previewing the document. So if users with single monitor setup, please use this feature. It's really useful. It allows you to it allows you to reduce context switching and collaborate at the same time while viewing the document. So the next one is searching within files. So when do you want to search for a particular image or a file but you don't remember the file name? So the search engine in Cliq uses a special feature called OCR, which is optical character recognition. So what this feature does is, so it scans the image or a file for all the text that are present inside the file. So it scans that text and it searches within that text as well. So let's say Scott has shared an image with me, an image that says share your feedback form. So this is the image. So he sent it way long back, and I have to search for it again. But I don't know what the file name is. So instead of having to sift through the entire chat, all I have to do is click on the include file content in the search checkbox and enter the text that I know is in the file. So I know there's feedback in the image. So all I have to do is check the include file content checkbox and search for feedback. And Cliq will automatically search, get this image and show it to me. So the next one is quickly adding people to a chat. So while in a group chat or a channel, if you want to add users, instead of having to click on the group chat icon and clicking on participants and adding a member, you can quickly add users by using the plus icon. So all you have to do is enter plus, and enter the name of the person or the user that you want to add to the chat, and Cliq will quickly add that particular person into the chat. Also, when you mention someone who is not a part of that particular conversation or a group chat or channel, Cliq will automatically pop up a notification saying they are not part of this chat, and it gives you an option to add them at the bottom of the chat. You can see that I've mentioned Abraham, and it says Cliq says Abraham isn't a part of this chat yet. Would you like to add them? And there's this option to add Abraham directly into the chat. So the next one is so while you're sharing a file, so did you know that Cliq has a 1 GB file share limit while sharing any type of file? So if the file size exceeds 1 GB, Cliq forces you to throws an error saying you cannot upload this file since it's over the file size limit. So when this happens, you can use peer-to-peer file sharing. Cliq allows you to share that files over 1 GB using peer-to-peer file sharing. So what this does is it shares the file from your computer directly to the other person, the other user's computer, the receiver's computer, without having to go through Cliq. So the file that you're sharing is not stored anywhere in Cliq servers. It gets stored directly in the local system of the receiver. So it must be noted that the receiver must be online while using peer-to-peer file sharing. So when you're chatting, there are a couple of shortcuts that you might want to use. And some of you might know about this already. So when you're chatting, if you want to reply to a particular message, you can just double tap on that message and Cliq will automatically reply to that message asking, get that message there, and you can reply to that. So the another shortcut is when you type a message in a chat and you want to edit edit that, instead of having to go on click on more button and clicking on edit, you can just quickly press the up arrow button, and this will this will go into edit mode of the last particular message that you sent. You can also press escape and enter, which will delete that particular message, instead of having to go over and clicking on options and clicking on delete. Another shortcut is that when you enter a slash command and you want to execute a slash command and you want to execute it again, instead of having to type the whole slash command and again, all you have to do is press up arrow, and Cliq will automatically re-enter the slash command that you entered right before. So this way you can execute particular slash command multiple times without having to type it again and again. So that's all for the collaboration Easter eggs. So next up we have mobile Easter eggs. So do you have trouble finding out which message you haven't replied to yet? So there are a couple of messages, a lot of messages, and there are a couple of 100 messages. So if you want to filter out only the 100 messages in mobile, all you have to do is tap on the chat icon at the bottom again when you're in chat, and this will filter out all the 100 messages and show you only the 100 chats of your Cliq. So here you also have the option to mark all your 100 messages as read. So this way you can reduce all the notification icons in your icon. Notification, the 1, 2, 3. Did you know? So if you have 300 chats in your mobile, the icon will have 3 on top of the number 3 on top of your Cliq icon in mobile. So if you mark everything as read, the number goes off as well. So that's all for filtering the 100 messages. So that's all the 10 Easter eggs that we have for you. These are quick and short shortcuts that we found. So there are many more shortcuts and Easter eggs hidden in Cliq in the desktop app, the mobile and TV app. So try to find them all, and if you do find something that you think will be useful for others, you can share them in our forum post for all to check them out. So happy hunting. So thank you for attending. I hope you enjoyed this webinar, and I hope you found some of the Easter eggs that you didn't know before. I hope this can help you use Cliq more effectively. Hope you find more Easter eggs and share it in our forum channel. So thank you. Thank you for attending.